Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about why your clients are not returning after you service them. I've been getting a lot of requests on Instagram about, how to keep clientele up, how to keep them coming in. So I'm just going to give you guys a few tips about how you can keep your clients coming back, some things you may be doing wrong, some things that maybe you can improve on, so that way you know what to do in the future. So keep watching the video and I hope you learned something. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at JMBeauty, and also comment below anything else you would like to see in the future. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is why some clients are not coming back. It could be simply because your customer service, right? Now, I'm not saying like every customer is always right. We do get rude customers. We do get customers who are super unruly or don't follow your policy. They come late and you have to stick to your policies. But when you are servicing a client, you shouldn't be talking to them any old type of way. At the end of the day, they are paying your bills. At the end of the day, they're making you who you are. So having like the best customer service will make you stand out in such a saturated industry, because a lot of people don't have great customer service. I know there's plenty of times that I went to a hair salon and got my hair done and I felt like it was a little catty. As soon as I may leave, like I felt like somebody would say something about me. Like, always have a great, warm, welcoming environment that where your clients can go tell other people like, hey, I went to such and such salon and it was such a great experience. Her customer service was on point. Always be reasonable with your clients. Have that open door policy with them. Talk to them. Of course, stick to your policies. Like, don't let a client get over on you or anything, but having great customer service goes a long way. Like, just simply saying, how are your day? How are you doing? Did you like your lashes? Like, basically communicating, texting them after their appointment, checking up on them and how they're doing with their refills, how they're doing with their lash upkeep. Like, always having great customer service go a long, long, long way. And I can't tell you how many times, like, I will go back to somebody, it don't matter what the price is, or if she messed me up one time, if our customer service was great, if she tried to fix it, if she acknowledged that she was wrong and she wants to help, customer service goes a long, long way. So that's number one. Having great customer service is really, really important. Okay, so the next thing I want to say is you may have poor retention. So a lot of us need to understand, like, we have to give our clients the best retention. That way that they can keep coming back and they're like, their lashes are lasting. Nobody wants to go to a lash tag and their lashes fall out the next day. All they're going to do is talk about you to the next lash tag and what will happen. And you're going to get a bad rep that your lashes don't last. So having great retention with your lashes is super important. In that case, I will always say invest in your products, invest in your trainings, invest in a good environment, invest in a humidifier, like anything that will help your retention slow down. A lot of times y'all move too fast and y'all not ensuring that your lashes are sticking properly. Y'all not ensuring that it's on the base properly. Like, making sure you have a bonder if you want to use a bonder, a nano mister, a nebulizer. All these things go a long way into ensuring the retention, cleaning the lashes, priming the lashes, making sure that when your client comes, she's don't have no lash glue on her lashes and you still trying to lash her over makeup. Like, stuff like that goes a long way. Like, if the client lashes is falling out too fast, they're not going to come back to you. They're not going to want to keep spending money every week if their lashes not lasting. Lashes should be lasting at least 2 weeks, depending on the set. Like a Mega Volume, probably longer. But having great retention is a must. Having great products is a must. So make sure you're ensuring the retention. Make sure that you're giving the best. Not saying that you're always the one that's going to have the bad retention, because sometimes clients do things to their lashes that make their lashes fall out. But as long as you know that you're ensuring your retention on your part and you're doing the best that you can, always provide that great service and make sure that you're doing you. But if a client not doing what she's supposed to do at home, then that's a different story and you need to adjust that with your client. But knowing you did what you can do and the best of your ability, then that's all you can do. So having great retention is number 2. The third thing I want to say is simply that your style of lashing may not have fit that client. And it's simply nothing wrong with this. Like, I feel like people beat themselves up all the time when a client does not necessarily fit the style of how you lash. Everybody lash different. And that's the beauty about it. That's the uniqueness about lashing. Nothing is ever the same, and I just love it. That's one thing I love about this industry. Nobody is the same. Everybody is creative, and everybody just do, their own thing. But just because a client don't like your style of lashing does not mean you do not know how to lash, or does not mean that you did a horrible job. Simply because you may do dark Mega Volume sets And a client that likes natural may not be attracted to that. That has nothing to do with you. That is your style. That is your type of clientele. That is what you want to attract. That's what you want to get paid for. Now, there's other people who do simply nice natural sets, charge $200, $250 for classic sets in certain areas, and they make a killing, but they may not do dark mega sets, and that client may not be liking their natural sets, and they may come to you. So it just depends on the style that you lash and what you want to do. Nobody is a bad lash tech to me as long as you isolate properly and do what you got to do to ensure that your client's natural lashes are in health. There's nothing wrong with lashing different, but you may get a client who comes to you and may not simply like the way you had lashed her. In that case, you can always ask the client, like, hey, like, what do you want different? Is there a curl we can change? Is there a length that I can give you? Is it a certain fullness you're looking for? If you want to adjust those things on your end, you can. But there's other clients that, you know, want things that they possibly cannot get, like 25 lashes. If their lashes are so short, then that's out of your control. You want to stick to your integrity of your brand. But if you can change maybe like the length, the fullness to kind of, you know, help her get where she want to be, and you want to keep her as a client, then you can do that. It's some stylists who simply won't go over 25 They may just stop at like 16, and that client may not want that person as their stylist. They may want to go to someone who does those long lashes. So maybe it's just simply not your style and you're not a good fit for her, and that's fine, because there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has a preference. Everybody has a preference. So that's just simply your preference, and that's her preference. You're still a good lash tech. There's nothing wrong with you. So it may just be simply not her style. Another reason is the client may not be comfortable with your environment. And I definitely experienced this. I used to work in a hair salon when I first started doing lashes, and it was like really like in the hood of Philadelphia, and it was like an open space. It was a hair salon. So you know how hair salons is a little catty, people in and out, a lot of females, it was kids, it was like just a lot of people. So a lot of my clients wouldn't come back because they didn't like that they're laying there with their eyes closed and it's like a bunch of people walking around them. There's kids talking, there's people playing loud music that they may not enjoy. There was just doors opening, and it was just like a really, really, really bad neighborhood. And I can't stress you enough how much lashes is a luxury that we need to provide it as such, right? So I felt like at that time when I was lashing, I wasn't providing my clients with a luxury service because where I was at. And there's nothing wrong with starting off, you know, somewhere at a shop, but I realized that I no longer want to work in a hair salon. I would rather work either like in a lash boutique, a lash salon, or like a studio, or like by myself, or people who are like-minded like me, because we all think alike and we all on the same type time. But when you working around like hairstylists and all that, and like it's a busy hair salon, it's kind of difficult if you don't have your own room. So a lot of clients are not comfortable with laying down with their eyes closed, and your environment is not clean, your environment is not comfortable, your lash bed is hard, you don't have a comforter on your lash bed, it's hot, it's cold, it stink, like it's bugs. Like nobody want to be around that when they got their eyes closed. They're going to look at it like, what, like I'm not coming back here. Like this is not comfortable for me, especially when it's a luxury service and people are spending top dollar on your service. You need to invest in your business, invest in your products, invest in your area, a light, a bed, you know, everything. You have to invest in it to get a return. A lot of y'all be scared to put your money into your business, but y'all put your money into all this other stuff, designer bags, going out, popping bottles. Y'all spend $300 on a bottle at a section and stand on the couch for 5 minutes, but don't want to spend like $60 on a lash pillow. Like, come on, make it make sense. Like, spend the money on a lash pillow. Make sure you have a comforter. Make sure you have a heated blanket. That goes a long way in the wintertime if you are like in a, you know, different climate than like California or Texas or whatever. Make sure you are investing in your business. Like that goes a long way. I get a lot of clients who be like, oh my God, like this was like the best lash experience. Like my back did not hurt. Like the bed is so comfortable. That goes a long way. Providing that extra step. And your clients really do pay attention to that. So always have a nice environment. That could be another thing they're not coming back. So keep that in mind. Another thing is y'all have to create relationships with y'all clients. Like a lot of y'all be getting clients and y'all don't keep in touch with them. Y'all don't like ask them questions. Y'all don't even ask them how's their day. Y'all don't ask them about their, you know, outside of their life, because that's important, like to create those relationships and, you know, build bonds with people, because you don't know like what a client or what a person been going through when they got to your appointment. They could have spent their last on you. They could have been going through something at home and was looking forward to your last appointment to just release some stress and just vent a little bit. And a lot of y'all not talking to your clients. It's kind of like bad energy. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I get a lot of clients who be like, oh, I left my old lash tech because she just wasn't talking, or her personality just wasn't fun, or the conversation just wasn't lit. Like, just having a relationship with your client go a long way. Once you start building those relationships, you build up loyalty between you and your client. And that loyalty is going to make her keep coming back. And it's also going to make her tell other people about you, because they're going to be like, yo, she's so awesome. Like, she's so cool. Like, I could talk to her about anything. Like, my clients literally be my friends sometimes. Like, we go out, we chat, they tell me stuff I don't even know half the time I didn't even know they was going through. So just always be that outlet for your clients. Be like a therapist. You know how we say we're a therapist and we got like hands like a surgeon. Like, you have to talk to your clients, ease them, tell them like, you know, everything's gonna be okay at home. You know, gossip, not gossip in a bad way, but like talk about like personal things. So just building those relationships is really, really important, because if you don't, they're not like, what's the point of them coming back if they really didn't build a bond with you? Because you're so personal with that person. They laying down for hours. They seeing you every 2 weeks. Y'all have that personal type of relationship at that point. It's not like a hairstylist. Like, you may see them like once a month sometimes, or like depending on like if you get braids or something. But lashes, these clients come back frequently, twice a month maybe. So, or like every week, depending on the client. So just building a relationship and a bond and setting those like type of relationships is so important. So that's another thing I want to say. Of course, there's so much more things, but I want to make this video kind of short and sweet. The last thing I want to say, maybe like your availability just didn't work out for that client. Like, I know a lot of people don't work on Saturdays. Like me, I hate working on Saturdays. I feel like I built myself up to where as though I just don't want to work on Saturdays, but clients can only come on Saturdays. So if you really like want to make yourself available and want that client, maybe you should spread your availability more out so your clients can have that option to book, or set your availability like for earlier times or later times depending on like your schedule or whatever. But a lot of clients may not come back because of availability. They may not feel like you fit into their schedule, and that's fine, because we have a life, okay? We are not robots. I was just like telling somebody this the other day, like, we need mental breaks, we need vacations, we work hard, like we need to take time for ourselves. Like, I literally just took a break on my birthday. My birthday was October 1st. I went to LA for 4 days and lost like 3 clients because they didn't want to wait until I came back. So me, I personally didn't really care, because it's like, I have a life too. When y'all go on vacation, I make you guys look beautiful. I let you do you, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when we go on vacation, it shouldn't be an issue. If we take off, it shouldn't be an issue. So I'm not saying work to death where you got to work 24/7, but make your availability a little bit more, you know, out there, so people can have that option to book morning and night, weekends, or whatever you want to do. If you don't have that great of a clientele until you build it up and you feel like, you know, you're high in demand and you can do what you want to do and set your boundaries and schedule like that. But yes, take mental breaks. Don't overwork yourself, because what I notice is when you start to work yourself too much and you're doing tons of squeeze-ins and you're trying to stay late or morning, you become burnt out. And once you become burnt out, it starts to feel like a job. And it like, which I don't feel like lashing is a job sometimes, because it's what I love. But when something starts to feel like a job and I'm bored at it, or it's just draining me, I know I need to take a step back from work and do a vacation, or take a day off and relax and just recharge. And a lot of people be thinking like we're just some robots and we could just keep moving without taking these breaks. Like, no, we have to take breaks. We have to take mental rest. We have to recharge our bodies, because sitting there all day talking to people, they're draining me with their, you know, problems. Like, it's mentally draining, it's emotionally draining, like it's a lot. So, and we also have personal things and families we got going on. So it is a lot. So if you can, you know, add some availability to your schedule, which can help make your clients be more flexible and come back to you. So I think that's really much it about like my tips. Of course, there's way more tips than this, but I wanted to make this video short and sweet. I didn't want it to be too long because, you know, I don't like doing long videos because people get bored. But yeah, I feel like those are like the most important ones, and it also helped me out in my business about how I got my clientele. So it just go a long way with your customer service, your attention, your style, the comfortability, your relationships, and your availability. That's really like the most important things, guys. And if you like this video, of course, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at JNBeauty with 3 underscores. Follow me on Twitter at JNBeauty. Follow me on Facebook at JNBeauty. But yeah, everything is JNBeauty. We also have some great Black Friday deals coming up with all our products. So go to our email list on our website at www.shopjnbeauty. Sign up for our mailing list, our text message list, and you'll have all access to our exclusive Black Friday sales when they drop. Because yes, it's going down Black Friday. We are going to have the biggest sale of the year, guys. Like, real life, the biggest sale. Our tweezers going to be restocked. Lashes, diameters, curls, everything going to be restocked. Follow us on Instagram, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this helpful, make sure you send it to a friend because I'm here to drop all these gems, okay? Bye.